Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back. For a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll take this to the 46.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 46 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. Pushes past him. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 29 yards. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. To throw is Nix. Blitz coming and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Lions' 40-yard line.
Nix to the air. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Nix. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll give him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Well, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now gone. He's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Broncos 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nick's going to give to Harvey. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
Throwing Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In motion left goes Sutton. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
It's a gain of 10.
Looks like they'll move things around here.
Denver.
Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos first down.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Second down and 6 now.
At the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
To throw, here's Nix. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Denver.
Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Makes the score on Lions.
What's good on
14.
the extra point?
Broncos
And that
10.
makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Will Lutz
After the
to kick
touchdown,
off
Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
At the 23-yard line.
To throw is Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10. Gone. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A 3-yard loss brings
so now following the sack,
13.
Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break here. Goff.
Goff's pass intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Denver.
Back to throw. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On the handoff, Harvey. And he loses the football a second time. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
First down.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now a 2nd and 2.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harvey going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harvey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the give, it's Harvey. And he showed off a nice juke in the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold her. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off. They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Goff now looking to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Nix. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Denver.
Back to throw. Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot.
Territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And the Broncos 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the
line of scrimmage, the
line.
31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On play action, Goff going to fake the end around and look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
The score, Lions 31, Broncos 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Broncos.
Here's Nix. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Nix to the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
HB, West Coast. Yeah. Eyes closed and my heart open, just to get this off my chest and left my heart broken. Seeing how goofies a move for the green, saying we on the same team, but what do that mean? Why build a bridge just to watch set it ablaze? Don't get me heated, ain't no way to control the inferno. Feel a spirit of prodigy, I've been keeping it thorough. I'd rather do it by my lonely than fake with the pack. And if you can't stay down, then stay where you at. I feel like we the new standard. I'm going over the matters from information I gathered. I'm finding the answers. I've been reading over the chapters. They doctoring up the numbers, forging all of their data. My godly values, speak at high volumes without ever having to be the loudest in the room. I move like a commander in the military. You ain't even qualified. Get past the preliminaries.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening. Touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Goff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I didn't know he still had that in the tank, and this defense clearly didn't either because they were completely ignoring his legs, and he made them pay. Running for a nice gain, he proved teams will still have to respect his legs.
Here's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Goff. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Broncos nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's Nix. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First and 10 at the 47.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And it's going to be another first down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Nix. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off the play fake, Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to the air with Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Nix, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Well, let's see where they turn on third and goal from the 5. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's gone. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 56 yards. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Looked like you might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion left goes Sutton. From the gun on 3rd down, Nix. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They get this out quickly to the left side. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Gone.
19-yard line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 10-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun is Nix. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jalen Waddle, an even 90 yards. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Lutz now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before break. Nix.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A 2-yard pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Waddle, the motion man right. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Williams to return. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal, Detroit.
Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd
and now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Pacheco once more, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Nick's. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
First down.
Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Nix to the air. He's got a man downfield. Franklin. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Nix from the shotgun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jack Campbell with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. To about the 26 here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 9, 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Broncos 10.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 26 yards.
Now they'll audible to something else.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
To throw. Here's Nix. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Another run for Gibbs here. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Nix. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz good on the extra point. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
17.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Ey, pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, ey, que sonrían las que